it's Hollie with Ivy Creations, and today I'm working on sketch 18 for Follow a Sketch February. I'm also doing the Get in Shape Hop, and today's shape is diamonds. So I have a stencil that has diamond-esque shapes on it, and I decided to use that instead of cutting out diamonds. So these are just pictures of my boy playing with the bubbles, and this background paper is just a piece of pre-made mixed media. I think it's from Recollections. And I love the colors and the way that the colors are placed on the paper because it looks like bubbles that have been popped. At least it does to me. So what I wanted to do was make very soft, delicate, diamond-esque shapes across the page to mimic those strips behind the photos in the sketch. And what I ended up doing was melding the colors together to kind of get like, you know, when a bubble is shining in the sunshine, you get all the different colors. That's what I wanted. I think it came out a little bit more vibrant than that, but I really like the way that it turned out. So I did use my Distress Oxide inks for this, and I used Salty Ocean, Wilted Violet, Worn Lipstick, Mowed Lawn, and Mustard Seed, and Candied Apple for my colors. And I just did them in rows across because I had already mapped out where my photos were going to be. So I'm super happy about how this turned out, and all I did was just start at the lightest color and work my way to darkest. This middle section I decided to do reds and oranges, and instead of using orange I just did a touch of red over top of the mustard seed, and it really turned out exactly how I wanted it. I used a bit of the Salty Ocean in the green just to get a touch of blue in there. So once I was happy with my strips, I sprayed some water over top to give it a bit of a distressed look, and then dried it. And I went through my rub-ons that I had from 49 and Market and just found a couple that went with the colors that were in this and the colors that I had used in my strips or my diamonds. And then I was also looking for a title, and I found this one that said Live, Laugh, Love. So I really wanted to use this. And I ended up putting it over where the title is in the sketch. And I really love the way that it turned out. And having these rub-ons, these distressed pieces on top, makes it look a little bit more like worn instead of so crisp and sharp. I didn't want it to look sharp, even though it is diamond shapes. So that was my goal, was to make it look like it'd been around for a little while, worn out, or like it looked sort of like alcohol inks, even though I didn't use any alcohol inks at all. Once I got the title down, I decided that I needed to add something more, and I just went with putting in the circles that were on the sketch. So I just used my double-sided tape and used that as a template, and then I used a washi tape, and then I used some red line tape, and I just created circles all over the place. I was like, well, these are pictures of bubbles, so why not lean into the circles and just go for it. Once I got my circles done, I added some sequins. Again, going with the circles theme. I know the shape of the week is diamonds, but I love the way that the sequins on top of the circles look and just give it that little bit more pop. It's so much fun to do this, especially if you want sequins on your page, but you don't really know what to do with them. I love putting them in circles like this, or in arcs, or rainbows, or, you know, there's so many different ideas that you could do with sequins in circular shapes. Once I got my sequins down, I added a little journaling spot just so that we had the date and what he was doing. And then I decided that you couldn't really see the title because it was just an outline. It wasn't actually colored in. So I colored it in just with my Muji pen, and then it was looking a little bit empty. So I added a few more little word phrases and a couple hearts just around the circles to give it a little bit more dimension. And that's about it. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with Follow a Sketch February, as well as everyone who's playing along with Get in Shape. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.